Annyeonghaseyo from Korea. Welcome to Nick's Matchup. In Korea, one of my favorite ingredients is dilgirim, Perilla Leaf Oil. So we're going to combine that with potatoes today to make a fantastic dish that is very easy and anyone can cook at home, provided you can get some of that delicious Perilla Leaf Oil. For this one, just cut up your potatoes and throw them in a bowl. You're going to microwave these for 10 minutes with a little bit of water in there. And that'll soften them up, and then you're going to mash them. While the potatoes are cooking in the microwave, let's slice up the chives. Slice them up thinly. Instead of chives, if you want, you can always use green onions or something similar to that. It's up to you and your tastes, as well as how thinly you slice these. I'm going for a very thin slice. I like to have these well mixed in with my mashed potatoes. Next, I'm going to slice up my dried red peppers. How many of these you use is up to you. You should use at least one. Having a little bit of a kick to this dish is almost necessary just to give it a little bit more of a flavor profile. It will be quite bland if you don't have something spicy. After 10 minutes in the microwave, our potatoes are ready, so get the water off them. You don't want excess water in this dish. You want as much water out of the potatoes as possible. So let them dry for a bit and then mash them up. Shouldn't take too long to mash them. Make sure it is mashed finely because this is a dish that will taste better when it's smooth and creamy. So take the time to really mash everything up. Adding 4 tablespoons of flour as well as a little bit of salt there and your chives. Now you're just going to mix it all up. It should almost turn into like a dough that doesn't break easily. So once you've done this, you've got it all mixed in nicely. Make sure there's no clumps of flour. Put it into a ball and it should be able to stay together without crumbling. If it's crumbling, you've probably put a little bit too much flour. So you can still cook it. It'll still taste okay, but it won't quite be the same as if it sort of has this ball texture to it. Because look, what we can do with it is roll it out and make this nice, almost like a long snake looking thing. Almost like we're making cookies. So we're preparing almost like this cookie dough, but more savory than that. Slice it up evenly. I like to do it this way to make sure I've got even, sort of relatively even sizes, and then roll it in a ball and shape it how you would like it. You could have it a little bit more of a ball shape. I prefer mine to be almost like little bricks, but something about that size. And you want sort of everything to be about the same size, just so it cooks evenly. There you can see all mine. And now let's start cooking them. Bit of cooking oil in a pan. You want to fry these nice. You really want a golden brown sort of coating on both sides. It'll look beautiful that way. I'm going to try and cook all of them in one pan. So I've overloaded the pan there, but that's alright. They still cook fine. It was just a real pain to flip these. So do be aware of that. If you put too many in the pan, it's a little bit tough to flip them all. But I did it. Now they're ready to go. We get the other side nice and golden brown. And look at that. Both sides nice and crispy. And the inside is still a little bit soft. But that's alright because they will be put back in the pan. We're going to take them out of the pan and prepare a sort of garlic chili oil. So oil, garlic, chili is going to go in a second. And not for long. About a minute for each ingredient. Keep it stirring as well. You don't want your garlic to burn too much. You really want to start getting that flavor in the oil. And now that's going to mix and coat our potato balls basically. So get them well mixed. And it's time to add our secret ingredient, which is of course the Perilla Leaf Oil. When we cook this, we want to cook it for about 2 minutes, just enough to coat everything in the oil, as well as seal in those flavors and cook our potato just a little bit more. It will go a little foamy, and that's alright. Once the dish cools down, that foam layer will disappear, and you'll have just this beautiful covering on each bit of potato that is savory, spicy, and full of flavor. So there we go. You can see they look beautiful, and the taste is amazing. The dilgirim is what seals it, and having a little bit of chili just adds a little bit of extra flavor to what is a very savory and very satisfying dish. So there we go, we cooked something delicious with our special secret ingredient, which is the Korean Perilla Leaf Oil. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Go out, cook something delicious, and have a great day. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, see you next time.